all about. We the girls with the passion for fashion. We'll always be there for each other. Sound and how we feel. Talk about best friends. Together we can do anything. Gotta plan a dream, take a chance and believe we can real. With the prize.
Hello my fairytale queens and welcome back to Love Pop Beauty. And today, yes, I know this video is a little overdue, but I wanted to make sure I had everything. Now, as you guys know, I already made my LOL surprise tweens video talking about the new tweens we got for last week and the other weeks. That video is private right now. I didn't remake it, so I'll probably post it tomorrow because I'm not interested in I don't post double on weeks sometimes or weekends. I mean, school is almost over. I have 3 days left, and I'm super excited about that because I just want to get out of school. I'm sorry, this year has definitely been a lot stressful for me, and it was definitely interesting. It wasn't my favorite year. I definitely had worse experience. Actually, no, second grade was probably never mind. But today, we'll be talking about all the new Monster High things. Now, before I dive into it, let me just say that I won't be going over the Cleo link that we got, because I think that is copyright striked. Well, people were getting copyright striked. It's possibly real, and I heard some people on Instagram talking about some Deuce thing that was also linked, but I'm not going to cover those because my channel, I don't want to get copyright sued or strike, so I'm not going to be showing those dolls. I possibly will be showing the new trailer for the new Monster High live action movie and the posters, so this should be a little bit long video. We're just talking about all the new Monster High things, and like I said, again, this is all fully my opinion, and I'm gonna pray this video don't get copyright strikes, so let's dive in.
I've been living my whole life in hiding. Maybe I'll have better luck in the monster world. First day of class tomorrow. I'm all charged up. Everyone says witchcraft's a filthy human habit, but I love it.
Deadly hair, deadly eyes. Everyone makes assumptions about me.
If anyone finds out, I'll be an outcast forever.
Okay, so first impressions on the trailer, not bad. It feels like, I don't know, it kind of feels like a Descendants theme movie. I know Monster High never been a musical. I mean, besides Boo York, Boo York, which that movie kind of sucked. I don't know, those songs all sound too similar to me, even though Empire was probably the best song out of all of them. But we finally got to see what Dracula, Frankie, and Claudine sound like. They all sound really similar, and I'm kind of upset about that. So I'm gonna probably have to watch the movie, because I do still plan to watch the movie in the fall when it comes out to see who's talking, because as much as I kind of wish the old Monster High would come back, even though I never grew up with the old Monster High, I was way too young when it came out and I never knew. It's nice that I got to experience this new Monster High for the older fans, well, returning fans, even though it's not the Monster High we all grew up with. We also got to see Deuce, Laguna, Cleo, and Heath in the posters, and we got to see what Deuce and Cleo look like in the movie. I will be going over the posters, and this is a new one posted on the Instagram, a full picture of what they all look like, and I can't lie, it looks cool. For clothes and how they all were sounding in the music so far is okay. I will be going in depth of the characters and my opinions on them, so let's dive right in again. So I thought we'd start off with Deuce, since he is the new face to this whole thing. We've already seen what Dracula, Frankie, and Claudine look like. And now Deuce. Similar to Claudine, they added glasses to Deuce, and I don't really like it. I don't like Claudine glasses, and making Deuce wear them too. I mean, Deuce already had sunglasses. Well, not glasses, like, they were shades to cover his, he was the son of Medusa. Oh my god, I forgot everything about Deuce. Point is that I don't like that they added, like, permanent glasses to them, since I don't think they're going to keep Deuce's, like, turning people to stone power. I don't know if they're going to keep that or not. So, Deuce having a beanie, I don't like it. I miss his snake skin. Well, his snake hair. He's got a little snake skin on his neck. As you can see, some of them are popping up, but they're not fully green. I don't really know. But we do have this picture, what they teaser the animated series, and what it looks like is they're taking inspiration from the movie. But what I don't get is, why does Deuce look like this when his animated picture looks like this? A few days ago, Nickelodeon and Monster High posted some teasers about what the new animated series characters are going to look like. We've seen Deuce, Dracula, Frankie, and Claudine. They look, well, we'll see later that they're kind of inspired by the live action movie. I'm getting very confused because this animated series is also going to be produced by Nickelodeon. Surprise, surprise. But when I saw Deuce, out of all of them, Deuce is probably the most that he looks amazing. I think I really like Deuce. The one thing they changed about him is adding green skin, and that's not the worst change in the world. I can definitely get used to it. I mean, I've always been used to Deuce having human skin, even though I've never grew up with the old Monster High, so I'm happy to see this new generation of Monster High. It's not better than the reboot was absolutely terrible, but this is a step in the right direction. I know a lot of people are not a fan of the green skin, probably. I like his outfit. It definitely is a better version of his Boo York outfit, that's what I would say. I like all the gold on him, definitely giving some him and Cleo vibes, even though Cleo looks... We'll talk about her later, but point is, Deuce is really good. I just don't understand what happened to his live-action version. He has a beanie on, he looks like... I don't know what he looks like, but he doesn't look... I don't like his live-action appearance, but his animated TV show appearance I can definitely get used to, and I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's not the worst thing in the world, but once again, it's a step in the right direction. For his live-action appearance, I don't really know. Let's just see what he looks like in the movie, even though we saw the poster of him, which I will show in a minute. The way Deuce came out in the live-action movie, it doesn't feel right. Even if he doesn't. This is a new generation. It still doesn't feel right. And here's the poster that Nickelodeon and Monster High posted on their Instagram a few days ago. And this is what Deuce looks like, and still, I don't really like him. I prefer his, Nickelodeon TV the animated series appearance better than his live action. I know it's supposed to take inspiration, but when we compare that picture to this, it doesn't work. Deuce's little thing on the side says, the guy with killer looks, even though the trailer said everyone makes assumptions about him. So, I don't really know about what's up with that. Deuce's outfit, again, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer his animated look over whatever this is. We're on the topic of Deuce, so might as well just throw Cleo in here. I don't like Cleo. When I first discovered Monster High, I fell in love with all the characters, and Cleo was never my favorite, but I always loved her. And the reboot was definitely, I don't like what they did to her in the reboot, but this is honestly a little bit worse. I mean, that doll we saw of Cleo, that I'm not going to show because I don't want to get copyright striked, is a little better than what this is, and we haven't seen any animated series posters. We haven't seen anything for her in the animated series yet. But what she looks like in the live action movie and in the poster is just, what did they do to her? I think they just kind of stripped Cleo from everything and made her so boring. Okay, for starters, Cleo is a mummy, and even though she's surrounded by mummies in this picture of the trailer, which I found on Instagram, she doesn't have any mummy wraps on her legs or arms or anything. Because in the reboot, they made her have this, mummy power where she, spits out mummy wraps to her enemies and stuff. It was a cool power. But in the original and still in the reboot, they kept her with the mummy wraps. And now they just completely made her a human, even though this is the monster world. I know this is another reboot of Monster High, but at least, come on. 2016 did a little better with Cleo. I mean, no, they added green to her, and that was hideous. And a little bit of blue. But Cleo had blue and green sometimes in her hair and incorporated in her outfits before these two reboots. So I'm just saying, they can't just go back to that style. I mean, I know the 2010 of Monster High is probably never going to come back, but still. They still could at least tried with Cleo, at least give her the mummy wraps to be a full mummy. Even 2016 reboot did that, and that reboot wasn't even good. But having Cleo not having the mummy wraps in her and
outfit
here's what Cleo looks like in the Monster High poster. On her when she was known for and having it says
gold
Cleo
and
the
amulets,
undead diva, even though I don't know what she's going to be like in the movie.
It's
I
just
hope
taking all
these
that
characters
away
get
just
second
feels
outfits,
very
and
wrong.
we'll probably see Cleo with mummy wraps in the future, or maybe in the animated series, because once again we haven't seen any pictures of her. But I'm kind of praying, because they gave Frankie a prosthetic leg for some reason, and they made Dracula wear a sorceress, so not making Cleo a mummy just feels a little random when they're adding all these different things to Monster High to make it unique but still kind of stay true to the original. But still, not making Cleo a mummy just seems a little out there and random, even though they added so many other things to everybody else. And even though we don't have any animated pictures of her or didn't see her in a trailer, here's the poster picture of what Laguna looks like. And a little description says, Laguna, the bestie with bites. Now, everyone was surprised when we saw Laguna, even I. For starters, she is not colored blue. But they colored everybody else. They colored Frankie, Dracula. I think Abby and Operetta are supposed to be in the movie, and I think we saw like a teaser of them, and I think they are even colored, they're purple and blue. So it doesn't make sense why Laguna isn't colored blue, and she's got the human skin. I mean, she does look good in it, and she also looks like Doja Cat, you know, the singer. It's very obvious. But when it comes to her outfit, Laguna was always was sporty, wearing long sleeve shirts, pants, dresses, and all this lagoon seaweed theme. She's sporty aesthetic. Her outfit here, similar to Cleo, seems plain. I like the tie-dye hair she's got. I like the rainbow colors. But here, all I feel like, her shoes are pretty. Her shorts are okay, but they're plain. They have scales on it, just like her original outfit did, just in a different color. Her tie-dye sweater feels kind of long sleeve, feels a little random, but it's cute, but not something I can see Laguna wearing. Like, I couldn't see Laguna wearing this outfit, even if she had her blue skin with the original hair. Maybe in the different color, but Laguna isn't so bad. She's definitely better than Cleo and Deuce. No, she still seems boring and plain. Let's just see how she's going to sound in the movie first before I make any final decisions. Now, I decided I'm not going to go over the poster for Headmistress Bloodgood, only because I don't really care how she looks. I don't care about that other new guy either. I might go over him and Heath in a minute, but I just don't really care. But I found this picture on Instagram showing you what Claudine, Frankie, and Dracula look like in live action. And the newest, Nickelodeon had this big poster where you can see Dracula, Deuce. We already went over Deuce. Here we had Frankie and Claudine we got first. And this is what I mean by them taking inspiration from the live action movie. Now, once again, this is all personally my opinion. And when I say some stuff, I may sound hypocritical, but this is just my opinion. I don't like the way Claudine looks. I mean, the only flaw is that they gave her the purple hair, because Claudine's always known for having brown hair with purple highlights. In the reboot, they made that a permanent thing. And now they just had the purple take over her hair. It's pretty, but it's not Claudine, because she's barely recognizable here. If it wasn't for her wolf ears and the iconic brown hair she's supposed to have as a wolf, nobody would recognize her. And it's bad enough that Claudine has glasses in the live action movie and in the animated series. Now they're yellow. And I thought she was supposed to be a fashion designer. I mean, the outfit she has here is it differs from her movie look right up top. She has a gold belt, so I'm pretty sure that what it means. I don't really know. I just don't like Claudine having full-on purple hair. Her outfit is cute, and the glasses just, I don't really know. Considering she had a skateboard, so I'm kind of thinking she'll take over Laguna's sporty aesthetic. I don't really know how that's going to play out, because Claudine's always been a fashion designer in my eyes. And now Frankie, she actually, I kind of like the way she turned out. I know I never really liked Frankie, and don't judge me. I'm not the only person who didn't like Frankie or thought she was a little self-centered and annoyed. I mean, she was Mattel's whole thing. She was the first San Diego Comic-Con exclusive doll, SDCCC doll, Comic-Con doll, and then was the whole main character of the Monster High franchise. Then later on down the line, they switched to Dracula for some goddamn reason. But I'm just saying, I like this Frankie. She is giving me the 2016 reboot vibes, but in like a Cleo good way for some reason. It's a little hard to say what I mean, because I do not want to show that Cleo poster of that doll we all saw on Instagram, because I don't want to get copyright striked, because I never got one and I don't want to start. So what I mean by that is, it's given reboot vibes, but it's a step in the right direction. I also like that they gave Frankie a prosthetic leg. Something different. Same thing about giving Dracula a sorceress, well, being her a witch or something. We'll talk about how I feel about that later, but Frankie having a prosthetic leg, it is definitely interesting. And she does have the scar on her, like, the scar under her eye, so hopefully she has stitches. And she seems to have blue in her outfits, well, in her hair. I always like Frankie with blue hair. It's something always about Frankie. But yeah, so far, I do like CGI. I'm one of these people who like CGI. I know a lot of people don't like it, especially when it comes to quality, how they animate it. I'm looking at you, Miraculous. But yeah, so far, I am kind of excited to see how the movie turns out, and I'm even more excited for the animation series. Let's just hope it doesn't follow a kid theme, even though it's produced by Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon's they know what they're doing when it comes to producing TV shows. It's just, I don't know. It's similar to movie magic. They got all these ideas and try to incorporate it in one and end out turning a disaster. So let's hope that's not what they do for Monster High. And here we have a clear image, well, not the clearest image, you all know what I mean, of what Dracula looks like. And honestly, I really like Dracula. I'm not upset. I know a lot of people are kind of disappointed that they gave her the half and half look, half pink, half black. But honestly, I'm living for it. I think, well, we haven't seen her full outfit yet, but I think they got rid of the white for some reason. Oh, you can see her iconic pink heart is now colored black, and she's got this sun hat and some bat earrings. And overall, she's kind of cute. I'm kind of living for this look. I don't miss her old hairstyle. I kind of like the half and half look. I like the hats. I don't know if she will return to her vegetarian self, because I kind of understand now why they gave her to be like, she was interested in witchcraft, as we saw in the trailer. So she's kind of like a witch, a sorceress. Well, we're going to see in the poster in a minute, she's kind of like a sorceress. I understand why Mattel wanted to give that to her, because she never really had any interest outside of being a vegetarian. She wasn't really that interesting. I mean, besides her being the only vampire not getting her powers, but then she got hers in Fright Camera Action, and that kind of lost all of her potential, and then they just threw at her being a boring main character interested in the humans. But yeah, I like the way, I don't mind Dracula being a sorceress. I just kind of hope she returns to be a vegetarian, or probably not. But overall, Dracula, she's probably the only one that I like the new reboot version of, and Frankie. Let's just see how they're interpreting in the animated series and what the movie's going to be like first. And here are the last three posters. We have Claudine, Dracula, and Frankie. For Claudine's, it says she's the leader of the pack. Dracula, you can't see much since I cropped the photos down, but you can go on Instagram and find these posters. It said that Dracula, the fantastic sorceress, and Frankie says the live wire. So for starters, I do like Claudine's outfit. I like everything about Claudine's design, except that they had to add the glasses. That's probably the only thing that I would exclude from Claudine, but overall, they did a good job on her outfit so far. Dracula, now I already said that I already am okay with her being a sorceress. I mean, it adds more character to her because, once again, she was a vegetarian, and then they added this whole thing how she was the only vampire who didn't have her vampire powers, but then in Fright Camera Action they gave it to her, and that kind of lost everything. So I'm happy that they have something to play off of Dracula, and I hope to see how that interesting and develops in this new reboot generation for Monster High. Again, I kind of preferred her with black and white on and pink, but she still kind of look a little plain to me. And Frankie, I feel like she's the most put together. I really do like that they added the leggings. They're definitely cute. The one thing I would change is I don't like her earrings. I mean, Frankie always had, like, electric bolt earrings, and she had, like, this, like, she was Frankenstein's daughter. Of course, she had to have some lightning bolts incorporated in her design. I just don't like that they made them big and pink here. Like, if they were, like, yellow or black, it would definitely go with her outfit more. But overall, Frankie's outfit is not that bad. I just wish they fixed those earrings, though. So, unfortunately, we didn't get enough time to show you guys the lineup and my opinions about them. But once again, I hope this video don't get copyright striked for using the trailer. And I'm not going to show Deuce and Cleo's dolls, well, the teasers of them in the lineup video. Because, again, I don't want to get copyright striked because some of those pictures were probably copyright striked. So, I'm just trying to avoid all that. But without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.